seems I've been doing these forever now. Because I actually want to reduce this to 3 days a week now, but I mean, now that we're entering like the last, you know, good amounts of, well, the last leg of the bull run. Or who knows? Maybe this leg will always be like this because, of hyperinflation. I don't know, man. It's like a 50-50 here. So anyway, I think today was pretty nice. There was just a lot less crap going on. So, you know, I'm learning a little bit more about this TuneCore stuff and BMI and whatever, and like the limitations of what kind of rights I can, secure. So I think if I want to secure my rights on YouTube specifically, I have to actually sign up yet again with BMI, pay a $250 fee for 5 years, which I assume I have to renew every 5 years at $250 or whatever the price is, and then they can claim my music on YouTube. So I think that's how it works because I've seen it on YouTube, right? When you look up Dark Knight or Assassin's Creed or whatever, you actually see the ASPAC and BMI music claim stuff. So for now, I think I'll hold off on it because that's a pretty big barrier to entry. So I don't think people can steal it. And on top of that, they're going to actually need. I think they'll also need like the tax ID and all that stuff too, because it asks for that. And obviously, only I would know that, unless maybe someone else steals it, which means they'll have to spend even more money to do that. So I don't know. It'll be something that I keep an eye on. So, but for the most part, it shouldn't be too bad. In-N-Out refusing to check the vaccination status at some California locations. Oh wow, In-N-Out Burger is definitely my kind of burger company. They need to come over here so that I can stop giving stupid F-word Burger King my money. Though Burger King doesn't actually ask for anything either, at least the one I go to. So, in fact, the people there don't even wear masks. Well, not all of them, but like a few, because it's owned by I think Indians or maybe Muslims, but I think they're Indians. Yeah, some of them just don't give a shit either. So, and we're here in New York, right? Okay, so wait, hold on, my laptop bleeped out for a second. Let me fix that. Yeah. So I actually found something rather interesting. Even though people don't actually show up on here, people actually still play the game, and someone actually gave me feedback specifically in the patch notes. So that's like a pretty far away place to look. I mean, because there's not a lot going on, I'm able to see it. What? Yeah, I was gonna say, where the hell is this thing? So, yeah, he posted here. So I mean, at some point, I'm not gonna be able to see this part. I mean, that's why I want people to go on the forum and actually just tell me there, because that's where it'd be easier for me to collect all the feedback. But yeah, a guy left a comment and said something about the crosshair, and then I'm gonna go fix that because that actually is true. They could use like an image-based aimbot. Like hackers are like insanely creative, but it makes sense because they've been hacking. The idea for hacks have been around for like several decades now, or at least since the beginning of like the first freaking computer, probably. So what was interesting is the guy who made that comment is actually not a part, or is not listed here in the members. So what that tells me is people are actually playing my game and actually trying it out. They're just, I don't know. I guess they follow it or unfollow the game or something. I'm not actually sure. So that basically what that tells me, there's more people playing this game than these numbers actually tell me. So that's a very, very good sign for me. I would still prefer that it counts everybody. But the important thing is, I just know that people are playing the game, which means it'll justify me continuing to spend money and work on the game. Because if no one's checking out the game, then I mean, it's like, why am I doing this? I mean, I'm still doing it because I think God's talent for me is to make this stuff like this. Especially as I'm getting more and more disenfranchised with like the political situation here in America and throughout the whole world, and just how aggravating it all is. Because I really just can't see what's really going to happen. But I don't know. Maybe it's not my place anymore to really try to figure it out. So yeah. But yeah, I was actually looking. Actually, I did look up today. You know, why everyone's addicted to outrage culture. It's funny because there's very few articles on Google about it. But it turns out, like when Nike did the Colin Kaepernick thing, Nike actually made $6 billion with a B dollars because of that. So there's actually a huge financial incentive to piss off conservatives and so-called Christians. That's how screwed up everything is. That wouldn't have happened if the conservatives just and Christians in general just weren't so, inadequate, I guess. Right? Again, I released this music and nobody gives a shit. Yet they'll still complain about culture war and all that stuff. Right? You'll complain about Colin Kaepernick, but what I'm basically finding out is that the reason why nobody caters conservatives is because conservatives don't actually do anything, right? For when it comes to normal things or good things or whatever, they're just not around. So what do businesses do? They have to cater to non-conservatives essentially just to stay afloat. That's really what it comes down to. It's actually that simple. Right? And why are conservatives like that? I actually don't know. That's something I'm going to have to investigate. Which is a problem because I would like for this world not to be run by, Kamala Harris and George Soros and all these far left-wing dictators, And we can't rely on, moderate liberals, if you could call that, like your Tim Pools and the Quarterings to, do something about it either. So, because the only reason why they're still allowed to be on the platform is they kind of distract, like, maybe rational liberals. But they'll eventually get banned too, right? But right now they have their hands full dealing with, the Groypers and I guess maybe eventually your Jack Posobics and stuff too. Like, I don't know, it's hard to really figure out what Deep State's going to do because obviously they've got like a million different things to deal with. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Of course, we got Bitcoin and crypto too, so this is going to be a factor as well. All right, I want to make sure I refresh this one more time. We already looked at that. Okay, so I do know that crypto is actually on the pullback today. I don't want to say downturn because that's not what it is. It's a pullback, and I know I said this yesterday, so everything's looking exactly as it should. Okay, so Bitcoin interest in America is 23. Obviously, this is incomplete data. Okay, so that's good. All right, so that was a glitch where we went straight up, so that's a good sign. Buy Bitcoin is beginning to go up. It's at 15 out of 100. Very, very good. So what did the markets do today? Not much. NASDAQ went up, so that's good. Good earnings. Extremely difficult for SEC to eliminate. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, we've got... All right, so yeah, everything's on a pullback. Wow, Bitcoin pulled back that much, 62.6 thousand. Wow. Well, the bears must be very happy about that. But I mean, again, Bitcoin has been going straight up. It had to pull back at some point, which sucks because that means Riot has to pull back too. Yeah, it pulled back quite a bit. Just can't catch a break here. The good news is, though, at least it looks like if Bitcoin hits like 250 grand, Riot should be like 150 to 200 bucks. Then I'm definitely going to cash out because I'm so sick and tired of holding my stupid Riot calls. I just want to get out of it. Preferably with a large amount of money, and then, I'll buy my house in Tampa. Hopefully I can, great, I gotta fix that. I'll buy my house in Tampa. It's going to suck for at least 2 weeks because I'm not going to have access to a computer for 14 to whatever days. So that means that's a lot of progress lost on working on my game. But, I'll obviously post on Steam saying that, hey, I'm moving. I don't have access to a computer, so I won't be able to do any work. But, I'll keep watching my, Unreal programming courses to stay fresh. And I'll have my laptop, so if I need to log into the servers and restart the servers, I'll be able to at least do that, etc. So, and of course, I have to hope that I mean, the moving company I'm gonna use is pretty expensive. They quoted me basically $2,500 from here in Brooklyn to there we go. It'll be nice when I do move in. I won't have such a small space in the background. I don't know. Maybe I'll instead of American flag, I might actually just put the George Washington crossing the Delaware. I actually really like that picture. Because I want to see heroes that I can aspire to. So, having George Washington behind me would actually be just describing it already tells me, yeah, it's like the greatest men of history are, got my back kind of thing. Because right now, because I can tell Satan is working so hard to try to discourage me from doing anything, right? Whether it's the music or the game, usually it's those two, or even occasionally the stupid trademark BS. And it's just like, man, your mind really is your greatest enemy. And that's actually gonna eventually go in the story of my game too. So I just gotta keep working, and right now I'm doing a Udemy course on character skill system. That's like 26 hours. Luckily, I already know a lot of the stuff, so I don't have to, grind it out as bad. Like I can just watch through the video and go, oh, okay, I already know that, so that's good. And I'm thinking not only about how I'm going to implement the UI, at least the first iteration of it, because it's going to change, but I want to create a player base, and I'm trying to figure out the mechanics behind that too. So I came up with like a quasi open world, well, not really open world, but it's a public server map, and everyone just joins that, and you just talk to the NPCs there. And the reason why I do that is because I need the game logic to reside on a dedicated server to take your orders and upgrade your base or whatever, and then pull your data from the Epic Online Services data storage. Because obviously, if I leave that in the client, then obviously you're just going to hack the client and just give yourself everything right off the bat. So yeah, and that'll be nice because people could just see each other like an MMO and then just talk to each other or whatever, right? And in time, people will have different skins and stuff and different characters. And it's also a good opportunity for me to introduce the characters of Seditionists, right? My character, the main character, the girlfriend, Lyra. Then I bring in like the two British guys, right? They'll be modeled after, what's his name? Horatio Nelson. And that's a surprisingly difficult name for me to remember because it's two first names or two last names, and it's just like, because I'm more used to Kevin Johnson or John Smith or something because that's how Americans name ourselves, right? And then the other one is Arthur Wellesley. Right, because there originally was supposed to be one British guy, but I actually found doing research that it'd be interesting because I need more story content. So I think it would be interesting to have Great Britain's greatest offensive commander, in this case Admiral, right, Horatio Nelson, friends and kind of rivals with Britain's greatest defensive commander, right? Two completely opposing sides, attack and defense. And then they're both friends and rivals. So I think I could create a really nice storyline between them. So I'll just leave it at that. And it'd be interesting. It'll be interesting. So anyway, yeah. See, I'm about to spoil it, but I can already see how that would make a great storyline, right? And then that'll be the Great British faction. And then I'm thinking, how do I it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But yeah, each base server level will have one faction for America. The next one will be for Great Britain. I definitely need to implement the Imperial planet as well. I need to start showing the quote unquote bad guys. I don't want to just work nationalist factions, which are technically the good guys, quote unquote. You can even call them that. But yeah. Why many businesses don't mandate vaccines? Well, that's a good thing. Of course, they're going to try to shame and intimidate people. The good news is people are getting angrier and angrier. And if that Hill report is true, where 84% of white Trump supporters are very worried about anti-white discrimination, yeah, I think, Deep State bit off way more than it could chew, but we'll have to see. A Trump-tied super PAC soars 350%. Retail traders pile on. What? What is this? Trump-tied SPAC. What? Shares of Digital World acquisition. Wow, this thing is up a lot. It's a special purpose acquisition company which will merge with former Trump social media company. 356%. The stock closed at 45.50 a share. Okay. Well, okay. Digital World Acquisition Corp plans to take Trump Media and Technology Group public through a SPAC deal. On Wednesday, they informed the launch of a social media called Truth Social. Oh, so Trump does have his own social media network called Truth Social. Okay, we're here on Twitter, yet your favorite America has been silenced. This is unacceptable. Oh yeah, that is pretty funny. Taliban Twister. That used to be like a early 2000s meme. Taliban Twister. It's an old Flash game or movie on Newgrounds for like the one person view who's watching this that's old and dinosaur like me. Hey man. See, I still have to remember your real name was American Supremacist. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Actually, it feels like a while because I've just been so busy working on my own crap. Okay. Shit, I didn't know about any of this. I would have actually bought some Trump stuff. Even though I obviously have my criticism of Trump, at least there's one good thing there is one thing he is good at. He knows how to, make money. Okay. Now, with that being said, I mean, it's a dumb name, but... Okay, okay, so either Google is banning this. Well, where is it out? I guess it's not. Is it out yet? Okay, this does actually look brand new. I guess I'll give NPR the... Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's go directly to the Trump website here, Palm Beach, Florida. See, finally Trump's actually doing something with his fame and fortune because, again, he was doing the exact same mistakes conservatives and Christians always do. Okay. Alright, there's an invite list. Yeah, see, yeah, Google was banning this shit because I can't get on because this didn't show up. Pre-order on the App Store, which will get banned, I'm sure. Alright. And it's in a wait list. Okay. Truth Social. Well, there's obviously, you know what? I'll read your comment in just a sec. Obviously, we know what the test is. Are you going to be allowed to criticize certain groups on Truth Social, right? Because if it turns out to be G-word like Getter and Rumble and, all these other fake platforms, it's like, I can't say, it's like, come on, man. Like, how much more can you white knight and simp for the same F word that screwed you over in 2020? It's like, just go all hammer it. You're completely banned from everywhere else. So just come out and say it already and call them all out, you're not going to be like me where, like, I haven't been deplatformed from everywhere, so I have to, play it cool. But yeah, if I were completely banned from everything, yeah, I'd go right back in the Daily Wire, .su, coverage of everything. Like, F them all, Same here. Yep. Coding, SQL, Python, studying for my IT certs. Oh, so you're a database guy. Yeah, database is really, really good. I don't know much about databases. Like, there's just so much freaking coding shit that you have to learn out there. It's like, I'm glad people like you are doing database stuff so that way people like me don't have to freaking do it. I just want to make freaking video games, and I'm just glad that Unreal Engine is such a freaking good thingamajig. I can't even speak English anymore. It's such a good video game creation engine. In addition to the fact that it does everything else that you could think of. Probably has a no tribe talk clause. It's a rabbit hole. Yeah, that's what I'm a little concerned about. Well, I'm not concerned about because, I'm just curious. But, I mean, you never know. We'll have to see. I mean, Jared Kushner has supposedly been distancing themselves from Trump himself because I'm pretty sure at this point Trump's like, hey, I listened to you, my dumb son-in-law, and you're my dumb daughter, and you two fucked me over. He's like, go away. So, I don't know. Who knows, right? I mean, who knows? Okay, public share value. So this is the interesting thing. Public share value. Damn. If I knew that this thing was going public today, I would have actually bought shares of Trump thingy. Okay, and it's a public company, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Forward-looking statements. Okay, I don't need all these technical details. I know it's a public company. Okay, completed its IPO in September, raising approximately $293 million. Okay, dwaxspec.com. Oh, look at all these things. All right. The Uniting Force for Internet Experiment was going to cast my call. I am the big tech. Well, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to tweet this out. Trump has come out with his actual own social media company, which also went public as well, up 353.6% in trading. Details and wait list at okay. We'll see how free speech it really is. I mean, Trump can't possibly simp for all his haters. All right, let's do this. We shall see. We shall see. Also, I hit Control F instead of Control V. All right. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Shiba gave you a nice pump since we last talked. Oh yeah, Shiba is. Yeah, I always known Shiba was gonna be good because it was always tied to Dogcoin. So as long as Dogcoin did well, Shiba would do really well. In fact, when it kept going down, I bought more and more Shiba. I was like, okay, I missed the boat on Dogcoin, but I'm not gonna miss the boat on Shiba. So, yeah, if you think Shiba's great now with a nice pump, wait until everything goes to the climax here at 100, right? And then we'll see how much money we make. Oh, great, I accidentally hit the X button. Bitcoin, no, buy Bitcoin trend. Give me USGO United States, yes. Okay. What the what? It just told me that it was up. Okay, well, I guess Google's still adjusting these numbers actually as we speak, because it was actually up before. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, she was going to do really, really well. Okay. Now for 2 year files account suspension. All right. But again, we'll see. We'll see how good. I mean, I guess I should be on Truth Social because Getter was shit. I'm just gonna probably just go on Truth Social as just myself, because I'm getting sick and tired of just trying to claim all this shit, right? Because I already claimed everything on Odyssey and I don't even use it, so it's like, meh. So, all right, okay, so that Mandarino index is probably screaming, holy crap. All right, so we got the 10-year, yeah. Wow. We need to go back here for a second. All right, so the dollar is up, right? Because everyone's dumping their dollars, going into dollars, because they have to settle in cash, and they're going to buy something. That's what's going on here. And they're also selling their stocks. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know. With inflation and everything going to haywire, I don't see how crypto and gold can go up when everything else is going down in the world. I mean, it might go up. I don't know. This is such a tough call. This is going to be such a tough call. All right, so bonds sold off across the board and by a lot. This is definitely something we got to start paying attention to now. Okay. Manarino index. We want the Manarino index. Oh, that's the other thing too. Bitcoin only had a crazy high RSI, so of course it's tanking right now, like everything, like it should be. So, yeah, 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 the charting pattern that he has down there is so freaking good. Wow, it's still under 100. It is going up though. And it's getting pretty close to actual 100. I mean, I doubt this thing will update so fast, but definitely today the RSI. Okay, we want Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. But it's definitely gonna drop because wow, what? Yeah, I thought so. 62.70. Yeah, this would be a red candle. Yeah, it's way beyond this blue line. Way beyond this blue line. So in fact, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. So this is actually a good opportunity. Yeah, this is the perfect time for everything to just drop off and level off into the weekend. And think, in fact, if Bitcoin drops to like 60 grand at worst on like Saturday night going into Sunday, that would actually be very, very good. That basically establishes a new floor. So this is actually very, very good for us. Obviously, the stronger it remains, the even higher it'll go. But I'm trying to think in terms of what will actually happen. But yeah, this RSI this thing is way too strong. It has to pull back, which is what it's doing right now. So yeah, this looks very very good. Obviously, we still want this thing to go straight up, but that's obviously that's a fantasy that Satan only wants to implant into you. So let's not believe the lie. Bitcoin's at 62.5. Ethereum's still holding strong at a little under 4,100. Binance coin took a pretty big hit, but it's also been going up a lot. Solana's doing pretty well, even though it's coming back down a bit. Dogcoin surprisingly doing all right too. Okay, Shiba, of course, doing well. VeChain was also up to 30. Yeah, VeChain's still doing well. So my VeChain is doing good. I like that. Oh, I didn't even look at Cardano. But I mean, Cardano's just kind of just chilling here. So unfortunately, Cardano is not going to go anywhere until until basically the end of this bull run, which is kind of annoying. But in the meantime, you know, my Hotbit's producing more and more Cardanos. So wow, Filecoin is still $64. This thing used to be $250 earlier this year. And I'm glad I got out of it too so I don't even remember when I did it. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so everything's kind of a down pullback. Let me see, what's MDEX at? How much am I making? Oh, it's back down to $1.20. How's idiot Bonapet doing? Oh, it's actually doing better, which is great. Yeah, because everyone's dumping their Bonapet to buy everything else, and everything else that they bought went down. So I'm glad these faithless assholes are getting what they deserve for being disloyal. Alright, pension fund for Texas Federal reported allocates $25 million to Bitcoin and Ether. Well, that's good. Valkyrie Bitcoin Future launch on NASDAQ October 22nd. That's actually tomorrow. Great. I'm gonna actually post this out here. Valkyrie Bitcoin Futures ETF. Valkyrie Bitcoin Futures ETF to launch. I can't type today. To launch tomorrow on NASDAQ. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of tweets per hour. Okay. I'll do that. Alright. What else do we have here? Oh, we can get rid of that. Actually, I do want to look at this real quick. Give me 3 months. Alright. October 13th. Yeah, so it is going back up. Okay, perfect. Where are we? Sanction Russian oligarch central bank to embrace Bitcoin. Good. Bitcoin gains 2,002 hours after Bitcoin price. Okay. Excuse me. I thought when this said GBA, it said Game Boy Advanced, but this is something completely different. Okay, Treasury official acknowledges most crypto transactions are legit, but still anticipates additional sanctions. But for those that are planning to visit for we plan to use our tools to go after them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that technically is what they should be saying, but the problem is I don't trust these F words in the U.S. government. But at least we did get him to admit that it's mostly used for legit I'm using it for legit purposes, right? I actually report my taxes when I, believe it or not, don't have to, right? So, I mean, what the fuck do these stupid pricks want in the U.S. government? Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right. But we'll still keep an eye on it because the more we complain and bitch and like shame the U.S. Treasury, the less inclined they're gonna want to go after crypto. I mean, they're still gonna do it, but maybe they'll just be like, well, people are kind of getting pissed, so maybe we need to back off a little bit. Because that's what happened with, I think, Southwest Airlines. They actually softened their vaccine mandates in response to all their people getting. Well, actually, I can't say because Google and the news media is lying. Because of everyone calling in sick or whatever issues is happening at Southwest Airlines. We know what the issues are. So breaking Google's monopoly in her next pushes decentralized cloud privacy concerns grow. Yeah, I'm finding that it's so frustrating to enforce my intellectual property on all these platforms, specifically big tech like Apple and Google, and it's just like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, these fucking assholes truly are invulnerable in our society, and we let them get away with it. It's like, I don't understand, man. Dude, I'm looking at that. It looks like I might have to declare my taxes and earn income for this year. You're actually supposed to be doing that. Technically, you don't have to if you never converted your crypto into actual US dollars and it touched your bank account. Then you probably don't have to worry about it because technically no paper trail exists. But if you're using like Coinbase or Gemini or Kraken or Webull or any of these, actual legit fiat to crypto things, and they're actually seeing that you're turning it into fiat, like crypto to fiat, you have to actually report that. You could probably get away with it, but I always have a rule: don't mess with God and don't mess with the IRS. Those are the two entities in this world I would never screw with, right? And eventually, when you get rich, just go to here. Just go to these guys, Nomad Capitalist. All right, and then just pay like 5 to 11% taxes. In my case, I'll probably just pay 11% because remember, I'm a right-wing guy, right? So the government's already probably pretty fucking angry and like tracking all my fucking DMs here. And they know who I'm affiliated with, so I know I'm on some kind of fucking list, but it's more like the low threat list, but the simple fact that I'm on a list is a problem, so I kind of need to keep my shit clean, right? Unlike, say, Baked Alaska, where he's on he's near the top of the threat list. That, like, they just recently tried to throw him back in fucking jail on like stupid bullshit charges. So, I kind of need to be a little careful here. But yeah, you're supposed to pay your taxes. Yeah, I follow their channel on YouTube. Doesn't that get banned all the time? That's why I don't even bother, because YouTube is constantly banning channels there. So it's like, But yeah. If Bitcoin hits 100 grand, I will owe the feds 11 grand. Really? Your taxes rate is that low? You're supposed to owe the government like 45,000 or something. Alaska can't fart without letting the feds know what he is doing. Wow, they're tracking his ass that much? Shit. See, I think the real problem was when he was actually in the Capitol. I think it was Nancy Pelosi's office, and just picked up her phone and says, this is Baked Alaska, like, our homeboy, President Trump, has authorized the use of nuclear weapons. Yeah, just launch them all, It was so funny. Well, that really angered the feds so much. I tried looking for that specific clip on YouTube, and you can't find it. So I think that clip is actually bannable on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. And of course, BitChute's a shitty search engine, so I'm sure it's on BitChute, but I can't find it. I really wanted to watch that clip again because I really need to I need to laugh because I know I didn't get the exact wording correctly, but I just want to watch it again. Because all they have is just that like picture of Vic Alaska with like his like wide open mouth kind of thing, and that's all the news media. That's all I ever see on YouTube is that because obviously they're trying to make him look bad. My homeboy, he said he was like, yeah, watch the nukes, watch them all. I mean, I guess I could kind of understand because someone might actually be retarded enough to actually listen to that and actually launch nukes, but no one in the U.S. government's that fucking stupid, right? I mean, we can't be that dumb. You know? And even if they were that dumb, they would probably have enough sense to go, why are we launching nukes? We're not under attack or anything. Man. So, I don't know, but I think as long as we don't lose our nerve, I think that everything should work out more or less to our advantage. I mean, and again, I have to admit, I am very surprised. Like Trump is actually doing something because he actually came out. He actually did come out with his own social media thing because I thought it was actually Getter because that was created by his protege advisor Jason Miller. So I was like, what is going on here? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what Trump's doing. I'm just glad that he's like trying to do something. Because he has to know that if he doesn't get back on social media in some form, he has zero chance of winning in 2024. Because I think he still says, hey, Trump running for president. I'm pretty sure he's still running for us, right? This is the Washington. I don't. I don't want to. Okay, we could try Ballotpedia and see what they say about Trump. Okay, Grover Cleveland, a Democrat, is the only president in U.S. history to won a second term 4 years after losing re-election. Oh, those are some impossible odds. Okay, God, I don't want. Okay, all right. Okay, so Trump says he is considering running in 2024. Well, that's what Ballotpedia says. 3 in 4 Republicans want Trump to run in 2024. As much as I don't like it, I think we don't really have much of a choice. So Trump does probably have to run, even though I know he's going to lose. Like it's a lose-lose situation because let's say he runs and then he loses, right? And then it just makes everyone look bad. So I mean, but then if he does not run, I mean that kind of looks bad too. So Trump says you'll be very happy. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait around for that. I'm actually surprised anyone's still watching me on DLive, but I have been dual streaming the DLive, and I recently re-hooked up my DLive to my Dragonflare Studios YouTube account. So if anyone's interested in watching me code, I can do that. Yeah, they're not gonna fix the fraud, and if anything, it's gonna get a lot worse. So let's see, it's 2021. Trump's already public, and he's raised a shit ton of money. So. Yeah, I think. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what Truth Social. It's such a dumb name, Truth Social. I mean, jeez. I was able to create more creative names, right? So, well, whatever. There is no 2024 until 2020 gets fixed. Yeah, but it's not going to get fixed. That's the problem. But you know what? That's Trump's issue to deal with. DeepSeek will make sure of that. Yeah. So, alright. Well, I guess we're going to have to give these assholes at Washington Post the thing. Winking not unofficial candidacy. Okay. Blah, blah. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trump's going to run. Because let's say Ron DeSantis runs. I mean, who's going to replace him in Florida? I mean, I guess they have some people, I guess. Logo looks like F-Books. Oh, you mean Truth Social? I didn't even notice. TruthSocial.com. I don't know. It just looks plain and uninspired. Like I think this is actually the Arial font. This is the word truth is a large Arial font. Word social is non. This truth is bolded, and then social is a small, like a 14 or 16 point Arial non-bolded font. The apps logo. Oh. Oh yeah, that totally is Facebook's logo. But I mean, you really cannot. Well, what's the word? Trademark something like that, right? Because the color blue with fade is just very common. Like that's a very common thing, and it's just got the letter T on it. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing: how's Trump gonna handle censorship? Because obviously, because let's say he does allow actual free speech on Truth Social, then what's gonna happen is they're gonna try to do to them what they did to Parler, right? Hey, you got all these people talking too much real talk. You know, you're gonna be banned. Odyssey is gonna have the same problem too. So I don't know, man. For my continued learning, what is the link to the channel of you coding? Well, I don't actually do too much streams on there, but it's this one. I mean, I have it posted on my social thing there. It's dragging. No, wait. Oh, hold on. This is no. That's my shitty looking website. Hold on. I meant this. I have one stream where it's like an hour and 20 minutes long where I do a little bit of coding, but it's mostly Unreal Blueprint scripted coding. I really want to scratch that. So you can find it if you want. Well, let me see. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I got plenty of time on my boxes. Yeah, well, actually we could probably find it. Let me see. Does the YouTube channel show up here? There's my Twitter, there's my website. Yeah, there's my YouTube. 23. Yeah, it's this one. Developer live stream from 2 weeks ago. This was the initial thing that I did. And then the last like 40 minutes is me going through the Unreal Marketplace, you know, looking for landscape assets. Can't believe it's already been 2 weeks since I did this one. Yeah, that's the thing. There's only like 8 views here. This technical demo surprisingly has a lot of views for some reason. I don't know. This is the music that I released yesterday. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and I don't really have much coding anywhere else because I actually chose to keep these very short because this was just here as like I just need content on this channel. So like because people at the time were still violating my fucking trademark and also calling themselves Dragonflare Studios, which is, you know, very annoying. Yeah, see, this guy used to be Dragonflare Studios and then he backed off, but because he has so many backlinks, he still is, YouTube's still giving him the top results here. But I mean, I'm kind of close to the top, so good enough. Funny enough, I don't see my music here, which is kind of annoying. What's this? Yeah. But I mean, in time, this will fix itself, so, you know, whatever. You know, but I still keep track of that because, you know, a bunch of assholes just keep stealing my shit and it really is annoying. Okay, so we don't need any of that. Yeah. So, I don't know, but the thing is, I have to, but there's the other thing too, like, I constantly access personal files, so that's another reason why I don't want to stream myself coding too much. But I think once I get the hang of implementing the skill system, that I might stream. Because at that point, I already will know how to implement, you know, skills and stuff. But, you know, I'm going to need like at least another 2 to 3 weeks. So, all right, let me think. All right, so I think that's it. I mean, Trump's got his social media thing going. We'll see how that goes. Like, I'll definitely go on Truth Social, but I'm going to just wait until like the site is actually, like maybe a few days after it officially releases, and then, you know, I'll sign up for there. Because I don't want to do a wait. Well, I guess I'll do a wait list. Because I don't want to keep checking his site every single time just to see if, you know, I can make an account yet. Truthsocial.com. Join the waiting list. This better not be like, you know, hey, would you like to buy more stuff? Oh, Actually, there is a terms of service here. Let's actually go see this. Okay. Oh man. Last updated September 20th. Okay. Nothing here about hate, anger, bigot, racist, racism, sexism, discrimination. Okay, now this is actually a good sign because I cannot. Oh, here we go. Prohibited activities. Collecting. At the end of the site, you agree not to use the site to advertise, offer to sell goods and services. This is interesting. You can't use it to sell goods and services. Security features. This is actually a little bit of a weird thing. Use the site to. Well, what if I want to fucking advertise my game? Use the site to advertise or offer to sell goods and services. Get an authorized framer and linking to the site. Trick, defraud, mislead. Okay. False reports of abuse. Oh, I should actually look up the word abuse and see if there's. No. Okay. This I actually like. Because this is such an annoying thing where people on Twitter and everywhere can just impersonate your shit. Because this makes enforcing your intellectual property so freaking hard. Cipher, attempt to violate, harass, annoy, delete the copyright or prior rights notice from any content. So far, but for the most part, this actually looks really good. Oh yeah, cannot criticize Trump or the website. Fine with that. You say, alright, submissions. Okay. Okay, should review, agree not to. Okay, reach out to friend or further as okay, DCMA, standard stuff. Okay. Yeah, I really hope that they actually do respect the IP rights here. Okay, statement, content notification. Okay. Yeah, because people could actually include fake whatever's here. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so actually, believe it or not, this is actually pretty good terms of service. Making proper use of false reports, using it in order to harass, abuse, or harm another person. I mean, this one could be a little iffy, but we'll have to see what this is. But basically, this covers doxing. But this could be interpreted as, you know, you can't disparage someone. I don't know. But for the most part, yeah, this thing actually looks pretty good. This actually looks pretty good. So we'll see. All right. Did I actually? Oh yeah. Did I actually sign up for this? Oh yeah. Sign up. Make sure to share on Twitter. The truth is here. Okay. Well, it just said I registered on the wait list. Okay, you're inviting at Home Energy. Are you differentiating the ghoul? Okay, hold on. BMI. Okay, I actually have to respond to this. Also, let me make sure it's actually from BMI.com. New York at BMI.com. Okay, so I have to actually answer this email. To verify your, please email back your full legal name, last 40. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Oh yeah, so these guys actually did respond. All right. Yeah, I'll get my number in just a second, and then Greg Mannery. Actually, I do want to watch this video, but I'm gonna watch it off stream. I'll let the boomers go first. LOL. Oh, hey, thanks. Yeah. But yeah, I already signed up, so I don't know. I'll obviously let you know how it goes. Because again, I'm just gonna sign up with my normal whatever name. But that's a little weird. You can't use your site to sell goods or services. Then I mean, that's kind of like the other reason to use social media. I don't know. I think maybe Trump means that like, you can't use it to like annoy and spam people to buy your shit. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I want to get back to work. My Mighty Party stuff is actually going to be almost done. Well, actually, I kind of want to get burgers at Burger King. Like my food in my fridge is just so plain and bland. I shouldn't be spending so much freaking money, but I don't know. I'll just make myself burgers tomorrow. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna be done for the week. Obviously. So far, everything that I've said is happening. Like I said, this week. And then now we got the pullback. So this pullback, I think it'll just last again until Sunday. All right. The more pullback we have, the better. I didn't actually know that another Bitcoin futures ETF was coming out tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of good forward momentum going, like the foundation for it. So we just need to wait for this. Because again, this RSI is way too high. It's way too high. So this thing's got to give back. It already is giving back. So we got to wait for these values to update itself. So I expect next week to be a very, very good week. If for some crazy deranged reason it's not, that basically means November is going to really pop off. Like, that thing is just going to just be astronomical. And again, we're going to have to take into account hyperinflation, because I really have no idea what that's going to do, because if there's hyperinflation and the dollar's crashing, then crypto and gold and silver are supposed to skyrocket because the value of your dollar is going to shit. But the problem is, at the same time, the market's going to tank, especially the stock markets. So, and the stock markets always tank cryptocurrency markets. So it's like, it's like that cartoon meme, right? The white guy superhero that's sweating and he's got to push two buttons, but either button he pushes like results in a really bad cartoon meme push button sweating. Yeah, this guy. This is called Jake Clark. Black and blue dress, white and gold dress. Okay, well that's not funny, but... Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know there was a positive version of this meme. Do not push button. Yeah, Peter Griffin's going to push that. But this is exactly what it is. Eating an entire pizza, sticking to my diet. Yeah. Like that's exactly what's gonna. That's what the crypto markets is gonna be. We're gonna be that Jake Clark guy. I assume that's what he's called. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll deal with it when the time comes. Wow. Belt has been down to 17.24% APY. Damn, a lot of people are dogpiling into that. Anyway, I'll see you all Monday morning, hopefully. All right. Have a good weekend, a Friday. Because I gotta get back to work. So I get some Burger King right now, actually, I guess. Clear my head a little. And thinking, is there anything else? No, that's it. So, The good news is, once I get over all the technical humps of making my game, then all that will be left is creating content. Adding more tanks, adding more icons, items, whatever, more skins. And it'll just be cruise control at that point, because yeah, and then I'll see what happens with the game, because I do have to create like a little bit of pay to win, specifically getting materials to build up your base. So and then you can sell those items on Steam, just so people have an incentive to play the game. And then that'll give me my first experience with actually coding microtransactions. So that'll be a good, interesting experience. Enjoy the Burger King. Yeah, I wish I had something more than that, because like I found a house in Tampa that was very close to the airport there, Tampa International Airport, and they also happened to be also close to a Walmart there. So so that basically means there's probably every single like fast food joint you can think of. So I'm gonna guess that there, in fact, is there a Wendy's Tampa International Airport? Let's see what Google Maps has for us. Well, there's one inside the Marriott there. This is the actual airport. What I want is just Wendy's, period. Where else is there a Wendy's? Well, that Wendy's is kind of far. I also don't want to indicate where I am, but the Walmart is... Oh, it's not even shown here. Oh, U.S. Post Office is there. The Walmart is like here, or... Oh, there's a Cheesecake Factory here, too. The Mercedes-Benz of Tampa. Wow, this actually set... Oh, there's an Army Reserve. I assume this is a military base? Well, that doesn't look like a fucking military base. Oh, hey, there's a Hooters is there too. I mean, I kind of just want the food, but let's see. $2 signs. $1 sign. I can also, I can order online. Let me see. Well, I know I can't. I wonder, can I actually just walk to the airport? I don't think I can. I have to actually go through what I think is the front over here, because all this is actually the airfield. So I'm not going to be allowed to just walk straight in. I have to go all the way down here, underneath or over the highway up here. Okay. Seriously, there's this few Wendy's? What happens if I type in McDonald's? Alright. Show me how... Yeah. See, McDonald's is closer. Actually, that's actually not that bad. Huh. It actually yeah, this actually isn't that bad. Wow, the nearest one over here is kind of nuts. Well, they still have some over here too, and there's probably some over here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I'm definitely wanting, and the houses are not that bad either. MacDill Air Force Base. It's official, you're a Florida boy soon. Yeah. Well, the problem is Tampa is 55% Democrat, according to the 2020 presidential election results, which I assume will only get more and more blue as time goes on. And because there's more New Yorkers, especially moving down to Tampa, or Florida in general, but especially Tampa. Leave some room for the Cuban food too. Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, there's going to be, yeah, because obviously Cuba, the Cuba refugees or whatever during the Fidel Castro days. So I'm sure there's a big influence of that too. Yeah, it'll be interesting as, all I care about is I just want to get out of this piece of shit city. I hate New York City so effing much. And this was way before the vaccine mandate stuff. I just hate it here so much. I just want to leave. It's expensive. There's too many people here. It's kind of dirty. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it's dirty. I just don't like it here. I just want to leave. I've been stuck here basically my entire effing life. I want to get out. I want to get out. And I'm going to get out. So, I think Bitcoin, I hit like $11 trillion per Bitcoin, right? And then I'll just buy a house and then that'll be that. Because I actually found out, if I actually got an apartment in Tampa, I actually wind up paying the same amount of money, except I don't have a house. So I might as well just buy an effing house. And instead of paying rent every month, I just pay a mortgage. It's like the same thing. It actually is pretty shocking to me. There's some protest noise in Tampa Bay. I go there often. What is a protest noise? I don't know what you're talking about there. Protest noise? What the hell is protest noise? I'm pretty sure. I mean, do you mean these? What? Yeah, of course. I'm holding all my crypto. The only thing that I'm selling, if you could call it selling, is my daily DeFi income. Which I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a lot of 3 digits. And that's with Binapet and Binance Coin and MDEX suppressed as they are. I'm actually going to wind up making $1,000 to $2,000 a day once that thing pops off, right? But that's not going to be sustainable because that would basically mean we're at, you know, 100 search interest here on Google Trends, and I'm not. As much as I like to make $1,000 to $2,000 a day, that's only going to last like a week or two. You know, I got to dump my crypto at that point, so I'm not going to be able to enjoy my obscene profits. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by your protest noise thing. Protesters making noise sometimes. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And yeah, but there's an anti-protest bill. Hmm. I mean, I'd be willing to listen to that, I think. I mean, I'm willing to put up with that. I mean, this is New York. I don't even hear any protesting shit. I don't know. I think I'll be all right. I mean, I'll let God, guide me to the right house. You know, because that's how Jesse Lee Pearson found his house, which I think he still lives in. He didn't have a plan. He just walked in and he says, "Oh, I kind of want this house." And then it turns out it was a fire sale house, and he wanted to get out of it. So Jesse was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And he got it for a song, and then all of a sudden, down at St. Petersburg. Yeah, I'm not living in St. Petersburg area. I'm gonna be living near the airport. Like I didn't. I'm looking for, like I was either living near the airport or living near the University of Tampa or whatever it's called. Like there's a section called University Square because there are college students there and they're probably too poor to drive. So that basically means everything that you could possibly need is right there. That's what I want because I don't have to buy a car either because apparently there's also like a car maintenance thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's no different than stupid New York anyway. But I'm thinking about logistics here, right? Because because all I really need is some place that's like Target or Walmart or some decent grocery place. University of South Florida, yeah. But yeah, either one of those. But I didn't actually realize that the Tampa Bay airport was actually that close. So that gives me two very good locations to look for a house. That's probably more than I'll need. And then I'll actually want to get a house with a decent wall because I'm going to be basically by myself. So I'm actually kind of concerned about people breaking into the house while I'm sleeping. All right, they could just take my shit. They could murder me. I don't feel comfortable owning guns, right? Especially if they know that there could be guns in the house. The burglar is going to be on high alert. He's going to break into the gun safe or whatever, try to, and then fucking kill me with my own gun. So it's like, yeah, I want to buy a house that looks good, looks decent area, safe wise, and then there's like walls. Like, I actually want to buy something with some fucking walls on it. I mean, you can easily scale a wall, but the idea is a criminal is generally pretty lazy. They'll see a house that has walls, and they'll see a house next to it with no walls. The criminal is going to be like, I'm just going to go to the guy with no walls, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to get like a dog too. I don't want that. Fuck. I think I'm just gonna buy some mannequins and then have the lights on, and it'll look like a real person from the outside, and it'll just look like bodyguards are inside the fucking house. I think that might actually be a better deterrent. Because it's all about all thoughts are lies, so I can maybe take advantage of that and then trick the criminal. Yeah, it'd be like Home Alone, right? Just create like fake shit to confuse them. Gun, shine, state, family, embrace your given right as an American. I like that other people have guns. I just don't want them myself. But I don't know. I might not have a choice. I might eventually have to have my own effing guns. You know. Can you own a P90 in Florida? I know the answer to this is no, but I can get like. It is legal to own an automatic weapon like a machine gun in Florida, but there are Wait, you can own a fucking machine gun? Are you serious? How old is this article? That doesn't sound right. This is from 4 years ago. Are you serious? Okay. New automatic guns or machine guns have been banned from the over more than 30 years. If a person has the right amount of cash and patience legally, they can purchase an automatic rifle. Okay, so apparently you can own a fully automatic Wow. Family of man killed.
We're talking about a Jacksonville father of 4 found dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Now the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and investigators are looking for this man's killer.
Black on black crime, I think. Oh, that's sad. Alright, so anyway, yet if a person has the right amount of cash and patience, well, I have these in large quantities. Federal law prohibits a civilian from purchasing any new automatic gun made after... Okay, well, a P90 would definitely qualify as that. To purchase a machine gun, federal regulations require that the owner pay $200 as a fee in addition to the price of the gun, which could skyrocket as much as $30,000. I must undergo a federal background check, which could take 1 year to complete. Okay, obviously say probably clean the light. Okay, how I got on the letter be used. Well, he was a federal agent, so or a federal asset, as the FBI likes to call it. That's how he got his guns. Okay, you need a gunsmithing background. Well, I'm not gonna be like Escape from Tarkov, where I need to mod my guns. Also, yeah, it is illegal. Well, this is just like a thing here, but apparently I could actually buy a P90. Yeah, I thought this was called the C90 for civilian 90, but apparently there's the PS90. I mean, PS90 would also probably be okay. You could... Yeah. 2012. I'm never going to end this stream and get my Burger King. Alright, let's see. Okay, so apparently... Alright, so according to FloridaArmory.com, I can own a suppressor, a machine gun, and a short-barreled rifle or shotty. You just need to go to the proper channels. At Florida Armory, we handle all the details. Here's some basic... Okay. I have to be clean with no felonies. Check. Because I'm not Ali Akbar, so I'm not a felon. Convicted felon, I should say. Actually, I'm just not a... I'm 100%. Okay, I must reside in Florida. That will be a check. I'm definitely way over the age of 21. I will need to get a valid ID, because right now I have a New York ID, because obviously I live in New York. But I can easily turn that into a Florida ID. Because in fact, I actually have to renew my New York ID card anyway. So it's going to be valid for 8 more years. So you know, that should be easy. In the state of Florida, you must have a trust corporation or chief law enforcement approval signature. Ask us for more information about those options. Yeah, this could be a potential issue, because obviously cops don't know me. I don't exactly have nice things to say about a cop. And then I carry a $200 tax. AOWs carry a $5 tax. What's an AOW? This tax payable when we send out your form to the NFA. The NFA will take anywhere from $300 and turn out once I write out sorry, or home, you just come in the store, buy it, and you're good to go. They make it sound so friendly, but the problem is... Yeah, because here's the thing, I don't want a pistol. If I want something for home defense, I don't want a fucking pistol, right? Because if I need to blast someone, you know, I need to be able to, like, full auto, because I'll be able to know... And obviously a P90 was actually designed to reduce collateral damage, because the bullet, when it hits a wall, which is, I assume, what my house is going to be made of course, the bullet actually fractures and spreads out the force. So that's what... Because, like, you know how when cops are chasing criminals, sometimes they sometimes kill civilians when they don't mean to? The reason is because they're using pistol ammo. And that shit just goes through, like, everything, or ricochets like crazy. I own a P90. They ship it straight to your house. Oh my god. Jeez. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out, because I can't let someone get that shit. Oh, that's insane. You have a fucking P90? Seriously? Wow, I definitely have to move to Florida. The thing is, I'm gonna have to, like, take it to the gun range. That's the thing. I have to take it to a gun range so I can learn how to shoot the thing. And then it's gonna be so loud. Oh man, I don't know. I'll worry. I'm thinking about the future too much. I'm not supposed to do that, right? Because that just whatever. Well, I mean, if you can own a freaking P90, then I don't see how I can't. Also, they're gonna see when they do a background check on me that I'm actually really rich and shit. So they're gonna know that I have a very low chance of going like, what's his name? Stephen Paddock or whatever, because I got a lot to lose and my life's actually pretty good. Yeah, so. Wow. Rubber bullets are a thing. I don't know why they don't use them. Maybe not as effective. Video games make them think they are powerful. Really? Rubber bullets are that? I don't know. Like when the Israelis over in Israel shoot the Palestinians with rubber bullets, they don't kill anyone. I mean, they're not designed to kill people. They're just designed to hurt people. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, rubber bullets would be the safest option. But the thing is, it's a criminal in my house. I have to assume that they're going to want to try to kill me. Right? Because they know what they're doing is wrong, and they know they're breaking into someone's house in Florida where everyone's got guns. So they're already going to be paranoid about getting shot. And that fear is going to translate into, well, I better kill the homeowner before he kills me. FL... I used to know what FFL is, but I know what you mean. Transfer, but not fully automatic. You're going to be a rich fam. You will hire bodyguards one day. Well, I'm definitely going to hire bodyguards, but in the meantime, I'm still... I don't know. I'll probably go through the process of buying a gun. I just won't do it so... whatchamacallit. I probably won't do it immediately. Unless, of course, I got a bunch of, dangerous criminals breaking into my shit. Well, in that case, I have no choice but to buy a, gun. Yeah. So, that's the thing too. I have to set up a home security system too, and then set up terminals throughout the house. So one will obviously be my bed. One will probably be my computer. I don't know. I have to figure. I mean, I would depend on the structure of my house, and I'll probably put one somewhere else. And then I'll just if I hear a noise, I'll just simply log into my thing and just look at what the hell's going on. So. I might also, yeah, because I might also, I'll think of creative, ways to deter people and have an in and out security system. Because when you're on your own, you really have to have, a lot of safety measures in place. So, damn, that's gonna consume so much electricity. Thank God Florida electricity is supposedly really cheap, so I can run all my shit, and I'll probably still pay less electricity bills running 50 times more items than I am here in stupid New York. Get a camera system that can hook to your phone. Oh yeah, most modern security, what is it called, CCTVs or whatever? Yeah, they have that function too. My old good gym buddy is head of, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. He's head of security over at Dolce & Gabbana over in Manhattan. So he knows all about his security because obviously he's head of security. Yeah, he told me about that. The easiest thing is to just getting another person to pay rent and watch. Now, I don't want anyone living in my effing house. I need my space, man. I need my space. I mean, but that is another option. Just rent out part of my house, right? It'll help pay the bills, and I would have another person just occupying the space. Because obviously they have just as big of an incentive to watch the house as I do, because they don't want their shit stolen too. But no, I don't want to rent it out. No. If it was somebody that I knew personally and they wanted a room, then maybe, right? Maybe. But I think I'll be fine. I mean, I didn't know I could buy a P90 because I always just assumed that everything was illegal and you have to have only semi-autos. But of course, thankfully, you can have at the rate things are going, it sounds like if I pay enough money, all right, I can buy a freaking rocket launcher or something like in Grand Theft Auto. I'm sure they won't sell me a rocket launcher. I'm sure that's definitely illegal under all circumstances. In fact, I bet even if you're in the military, they won't even let you use a rocket launcher for obvious reasons. Because you're going to blow everybody up around yourself, right, and get everyone killed on accident. They want you to think everything is illegal. Yeah. Well, that's why JLP always says, right, all starts, all lies. Yeah, I'm finding out that to be more and more true. Right? Whenever I get depressed, I go, hey, you're just thinking thoughts that are lies. Why are you listening to Satan? You should not be depressed. Like, yeah, that's true. Are you in trouble? No. Is money still coming in by a lot? Yes. Then why are you depressed? And I'm like, yeah, why do I feel this way? It's insane. It's so insane. Just like what your mind does. What your mind does. Okay. Oops. Oops. Let's do that. All right. Now I think I should go for real. So, all right. I'll actually see you all. Whatchamacallit? Monday morning. But yeah, thanks for that, Shooter. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it because if I had a gun, I want a P90. I don't want an actual assault rifle. I don't want a shitty pistol. And because I'm an SMG guy. I always like SMGs because my personality is I want a little bit of everything, and SMGs are the perfect option for that. I mean, I could get like I guess this good old fashioned AR-15, but I don't want to deal with a rifle. You know, I want something compact. A lot of firepower. It's fully automatic, preferably, obviously. Well, yeah. Oh, that's right. One of these days I should play Counter-Strike, or maybe eventually my game, and then, you'll see how I like to play. Oh, that's right. I gotta create animations for SMGs in my game, and then create so I can include SMGs as a weapon type. Because right now all it is just rifles. We don't have any pistols in the game. Oh, I got so much work. All right, I'll see you all on Saturday. Thanks for thanks for this nice little banter. I actually kind of needed it. AR pistols, assault rifle pistols. That doesn't even make any sense. Uh, is that even a thing? AR pistols? AR pistol or AR-15 pistol delivers substantially more maneuver in tight quarters than the AR-15 rifle. Oh wow! So there's an actual scaled down AR-15. They just call it the pistol. Yeah, this is an SM. Yeah, this looks like the UMP. The APC-9 Pro pistol with SB brace. Shoulder back brace, 9mm. That's the other thing too. I don't want to use 9mm or 5.56 ammo because again, collateral damage. Because eventually I'm going to get a wife and kids, so I don't want to accidentally hit them, right? I want to be really careful with stuff like this. This is a pretty cheap gun. POF or PQF? Personal something F. These don't look like pistols at all. They look like really small rifles or even SMGs. Look at the butt pad or shoulder pad of this thing. A Sig Sauer MCX. I think this gun is actually in Tarkov. Or I swear it is. This is because the AR uses a stabilizing razor round in stock, has a barrel length of less than 16 inches. So that would be about, that's still pretty long. An overall length under 26 inches, which is, this is less than 2 feet. That's still really long, man. Yeah, that's a pretty big gun. A P90 is like, 16 to 18 inches. Unless you get the really long barrel on it. Wow, this gun is really cheap. It's like less than 800 bucks. Man, I bet the recoil on this full auto would probably be kind of crazy because it's so much firepower and such a tiny gun. Oh, they're FFL. Federal Firearms License. That's what FFL stood for. Now I remember. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. I played Tarkov and I barely know what any of this crap is. I just need to know what it looks like and then I know. Oh yeah, the stupid charging handle. More info. Can you just tell me what the overall length of this thing is? Or is it going to make me do math? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. AR-15 pistols. I mean, I'm still going to go with the P90. That's always been my favorite gun for my whole life because of Counter-Strike. So I'm gonna live my real life fantasy and buy a real P90. If I had to have an assault rifle, believe it or not, I would actually want the SIG Commando SSG 552, because that's the commando, that's the SIG Commando that you can get in Counter-Strike 1.6. But you actually can't get it because it's only a special export. No, it's a weapon restricted to Switzerland only, and then they created an export version. What was it called? SIG Commando export version. Yeah, they created the SG550 for exporting. Okay. Can you buy a SIG? Maybe times have changed. Maybe you could buy one. Ah, this is a fake one. That totally does not look like the SIG Command. What? These are factory Swiss made with a fake pinned on the 890 caliber 556 Nano. I have a rare SIG Black Police model 551 Carbine, about 95% all Swiss with folding stock. I mean, I guess a knockoff would be fine. Wait, is it? Yeah, you cannot buy a real SIG Commando. You can buy parts for a SIG Commando. Yeah. But this is the kind of, see, the problem is this gun is rare, so I'll have to pick a different rifle. You know, and everyone always uses M4s, so I want to be different. So I don't know, what kind of rifle would I get? A Scar is a European or Russian made weapon. I'm pretty sure there is a rifle, I just can't remember. Oh man, more people are coming in as I want to leave. There's this YouTube channel called Paul Harrell that talks about guns for sale and showcase the penetration of lots of guns. I mean, I could take a look into that. I mean, I'm not going to worry about buying a gun until after we move to Florida, so, I mean, I'm already thinking way ahead. And I'm trying to not do that anymore, because I'm really good at that, but, again, as JLP teaches, the past and future doesn't exist, all we have is today. Buy Cardano now. I mean, yeah, it's still pretty cheap, but I mean, it's not gonna, from the way it looks, Cardano's not gonna go up until like everything here reaches 100. So basically the end of this bull run, which obviously we're waiting on, if it technically ever comes. And yeah, I have Cardano too. I've got actually a substantial amount of Cardano. So, and it's kind of just sitting out there collecting interest, not really doing much, but which is fine. Like, when everything pops off, this will pop off too. Yeah, but still pretty cheap at 216. And even though smart contracts are out, it's pretty obvious that Cardano's not going to do too much until some kind of DeFi comes out. So who the hell knows when that is. Would you buy it now? If I wanted to buy more Cardano, yeah. Cardano's pretty cheap right now at 216 or whatever it is. You know, but I would probably buy VeChain or Shiba Inu. But Cardano's a solid buy. It's a solid, safe bet. You know, but I'm a high-risk guy. I always want more potential income, so... You know, I would probably just be buying more Shiba. But I already have enough of everything. I'm just waiting for this thing to, like, pop off. So... Oh, you came in probably really late into the stream, so you should probably... When I end the stream in a few moments, you should probably watch the replay. But yeah, exchange for SEC. Alright. Well, I guess I'll think about the rifle that I'll buy. You have Shiba. Oh, good. Yeah, then you already have it made, right? Yeah, I've got a ridiculous amount of Shiba. And I got it really cheap too, because I was buying those dips when it was at like 650 Satoshis of $1. Like stupid cheap. And I picked up a shit ton of it. And I'm collecting some of that as interest on Hotbit. So I have a ton of Shiba. Oh my god, you know, I will be shocked if I actually become a millionaire because of Shiba. All the coins that I've been screwing around with for these past 4 years since the last 2017 hurrah, right? Wow, who would have thought Shiba? But hey, you know what? Money's money, so I'll freaking take it. Like if I had like $2 million and I was earning like 17% interest, risk free, in beefy finance here under this auto farm thing. Let's see, 17% of $1 million is 170 grand a year times two. I'd be making $340,000 a year, risk free, right? Assuming 17% interest. I mean, this thing's actually paying a little more than that, so I'd be getting way more than 340K. But just keep the number simple. If I had $2 million in this shit, and I could easily handle it because there's already 41 million total value here, yeah, I wouldn't care if anything blows up. I've heard of Luna. I know it's doing pretty well, but I don't know anything about it personally. But basically any fucking coin that you buy here, the top 25, top 50 on CoinMarketCap, you'll do very well. Except the stable coin, because obviously that's tied to being worth $1. JLP, Black Lives Matter, was founded by... Okay, I can't read the rest of that. Oh, I thought you meant JP Morgan. Yeah. Well, we all know who really founded Black Lives Matter, but you're not allowed to point that out. So, yeah, I don't know. But again, we'll see. We'll see how Trump handles TruthSocial.com when they try to deplatform his site. We'll see. We'll see what he does. You know what Trump really needs to do is actually create like an app store so he can compete against Google and Apple. That would be the next step for Trump, and that'd be super easy for Trump too. All he has to, because he knows how to just set up a toll booth. He doesn't even need any creativity, right? Because creativity is not Trump's strong suit. He has more creativity than most conservatives, not as much as me, but he's going to have a very hard time competing against, in terms of creativity, against all of big tech or whatever. But he doesn't need to. Yeah, if Trump could create an app store like competitor, that would be very, very good. But yeah, you have XRP or Solana? No. I mean, I was already way too late to buy Solana, so that's why I don't buy it. But Solana is probably a pretty solid coin. The only thing is, it's so freaking expensive. Like, it goes up a lot, but that's why it's expensive. So it's not my style. But yeah, XRP would probably be okay too. Like, yeah, this thing's at $1.10. Like, I've softened my stance on XRP simply because they're fighting the SEC, and I obviously don't like the U.S. government. So anybody who's fighting the U.S. government and the pieces of shit the SEC are friends in my book. The only thing is, I just don't like the XRP army where they're so freaking fanatical about buying this coin and then dump everything else. I don't like that at all. I don't like people that do that. Show me your coins. You must be new here. I am in Binance Coin. I'm in Cardano. I am in Shiba, of course. I am in VeChain, Shiba. Oh, I just said Shiba. I have VeChain. And I have something called Binapet. So right now I am in Binapet and Binance Coin on the mdex.com website, getting DeFi income. That's how I take care of my, current financial needs. And it's under pressure too, but so is everything else because everything is pulling back right now. And I think that's about it. Yeah. I'm in a lot of different things. But the one coin that I kind of wish that I just stuck with was just simply Bitcoin. Because I remember when Bitcoin was at 2,700, but I bought Litecoin at the time. And look at Bitcoin now. Stupid clown is up 24x, about to go even higher. Very frustrating, but there'll always be the next bull run cycle. Unless this cycle is the cycle of all cycles and it never goes back down again because of hyperinflation from the Federal Reserve. So I don't know, I already talked about that excessively already at the beginning of the stream. So alright, it's 5:50. I kinda need to get back. Well, he had 6 hit points. Alright, I need to get back to work, and my mighty party is starting to suffer because I should have been back from Burger King by now, but it's okay. Alright, I'll see you all on Monday morning when I do Bitcoin Clown World, and then we'll see where crypto's at. Hopefully hopefully the pullback will be pretty reasonable, and then next week should be a very good week. But if they don't, then that means November will be even more powerful. Because there was a time in October where it actually dips a little bit, I think. No, I'm thinking November, which is Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh boy, gonna be interesting. All right, thanks for watching. See you all